Hello everyone! Welcome back to stream! How's it going? How are you today? Hello, hello, hello. Hi Gray, hi Soko, good to see you, good to see you. How's your week going? How's the end of the week? Weekend is approaching. At least that's something nice, right? At least I would consider it so. It's going worky. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Back to work. I mean, it's good. Work is, I guess, needed, like I usually say. So yeah, that's nice. Did I just have deja vu? What do you mean deja vu? Why could you have deja vu? Because of the worky thing, yes. I do remember a similar conversation happening soon. I think that's what I said last time. Yeah, I think it's almost the same, if not the same exact thing. Hi Fiat, how's everyone? Yes, I mean I am at least good, or at least sort of good. How are you, Fiat? Welcome back to stream. How's it going? Today has been actually okay-ish. Okay-ish. I restarted watching Game of Thrones. I mean, I'm continuing. I no, I can. I left off from where I picked up from where I left off. Does that make sense? I think that makes a little bit of sense. I need a drink. Oh, really? Okay, nice. Why is that? Just a drink, or you need a drink? Okay, there is a difference between those. There is a difference between those two. Game of Thrones, why? The ending wasn't great. Yeah, I know, but at least I want to watch it till the end. I'm also watching The Last of Us. I'm still watching it. But yeah, I picked up Game of Thrones again because I thought, like, why not? Why not? I wasn't really sure what to start, so I was like, might as well continue something I've already started. I do tend to start up a lot of things and not finish them. But I mean, if I didn't really like them, I'm probably not going to finish most of them. Game of Thrones is a mix. I liked it, but I got bored of it, and now like it's interesting again. I needed a break from it, sort of. The Last of Us, on the other hand, is fantastic. I know, right? I'm sad it's gonna end. Even though I know a season 2 is already confirmed, I'm like a bit sad it's gonna end. I can't wait for the PC game to be released. I know it's on console, but yeah. I mean, it's gonna be remastered as well. I'm curious if that's gonna change anything about the story. I don't think so. Sitting here having not seen any of these things. Well, I'm sorry, Grace. Like, this is how I feel, okay? This is how I feel when you bring up movies and shows you've seen, okay? Did you watch the trailer for Silo? Me? I haven't. I haven't seen it. Is Silo a movie or a show? That basically tells you everything you need to know. Silo, you say. Um, movie. No, no movie. Show, maybe? Because if it's this movie, I'm not watching that. Oh, official teaser. Okay, it's television series. No, I haven't. I haven't even heard of it. Science fiction. That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. I mean, I also know it's not that popular, but I know Carnival Row is gonna get a season 2. Oh, and Shadow and Bone. I can't wait for that one, okay? This is like fangirling moment, I guess. Can we call it that? But I'm really excited about season 2. I watched the first season again with mom, and I like it. I'm pretty sure none of you have seen it. Or I don't know. I'm assuming none of you have seen it, but yeah. It's a show on Apple TV based on a very good book called Wool. Those are very interesting names. Silo and Wool. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited about season 2 for Shadow and Bone on the 16th of March. If you haven't watched it and you like fantasy shows, it's a good show, okay? It's a good watch. I would recommend it. But if it's not your cup of tea, then don't. So yeah, that's for shows. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool shows coming out, or at least that I know that I'm interested in that are coming out. So that's at least good. That's at least good. Well, speaking of shows and things like that, today we're doing something a bit different. I did dwell into just chatting a while ago, meaning like almost a year ago. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at some survival videos. How does that sound? Pretty weird. I mean, I had a point where I was like binging all of these things. It was very interesting, even though I'm not sure if most of them are like completely real. I would reckon some of them are. And today I just saw I mean, we can't watch National Geographic, obviously. Um, there is a bit of a copyright issue with that one, more so than with others. So no, but they were doing some Antarctic survival, hunting caribous, which are like the reindeer, basically. And I was like, hmm. I was like thinking I could probably do that as well, right? It seems similar to the last one, exactly. Seems similar to a zombie apocalypse. No, it seems similar to like other survival games we've played in the past. I was thinking, well, technically, like if you have the right tools, it shouldn't be that hard to do stuff like that, right? I would think so. Like if you have some sort of knowledge on the subject, even if you're like pretty bad, like if you pay attention, technically you could survive. Like how to make fire people surviving bear attacks or what? No, like surviving Arctic winter or surviving alone for 48 hours, stuff like that. Like not surviving bear attacks. You want that? That's like you laugh, you lose. More so. I mean, we can dwell into that as well. People trying to start a fire. I think that starting a fire is pretty hard. Like that I think that's just gonna get frustrating if you try to do that. Like if you don't have like what is it called? Modern materials, right? If you just grab a stick and start doing that, I don't think you're gonna get anywhere. Or at least I wouldn't probably get anywhere. But yeah, we're gonna watch some of these videos together. Probably skim through some of them because we're not gonna be here watching 5 hours worth of footage, or at least I wouldn't really want 5 hours worth of footage just like that, like gobble it up completely or too quickly. And we can see. I'm pretty sure some of them are doable. Have you seen Castaway with Tom Hanks? I'm pretty sure I have. Pretty sure I have. At least some movies with Tom Hanks I've seen. And Castaway sounds familiar. Yeah, I did. I did see it. I was not very impressed. I don't think it. I mean, it's nice. I liked it, but I'm not sure I would rewatch it. Does that make sense? But yeah, this is like Robin Robinson Crusoe. Is that what the book was called? Robinson Crusoe, something like that. Wait, is no wait. Isn't it the story? Isn't it actually the story? Like based on the story? I'm trying to remember because this is set like in the modern world. But yeah, that was a pretty interesting watch. What? The movie is great, just don't watch it on an airplane. People get nervous. Yeah, okay, I'm not. I didn't watch it on an airplane. I think I watched it at home alone, and I thought, yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. But yeah, I guess you wouldn't really want to watch that around people on an airplane. You're foreshadowing something you really don't want to foreshadow, right? But yeah, we're gonna start watching them. The first one doesn't really have people talking in it, which is interesting, but it's Arctic, which I mean, I'm not very passionate about the Arctic in general, but like recently it's been a topic I've sort of like started looking into more and more just because. So we're gonna see. And due to the Arctic, it reminds me a lot of The Long Dark. So that I mean, okay, you die in there, and it's pretty realistic. Some of it, like how the weather affects you, basically. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see if actually today is gonna go well or if it's gonna be a complete um mess. Either way. Let's see if you guys can actually see what I'm looking at, right? Because otherwise it's pretty dumb. I'm pretty sure you're all gonna be of the same opinion that I don't. Would you actually? Hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in survival abilities, but I'm not sure you're gonna agree with me. Gimme, destroy. Here we go. I have a great catch and aim, but this time I just caught the bottle. Right. Let's see. So these guys, what are they doing? Surviving Arctic. Hi. Yes. Hi, mom. Let's see if she wants to go to the minus 40 degrees surviving Arctic winter. Oh, that reminds me of like winter sports and winter. I miss that. Nothing. Hi.
Hi.
You didn't say thanks to mom. Merci.
I
Um.
did it.
But yeah, apparently Canadian tundra. I wonder, okay, minus 48 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I don't care. I don't need to know in Fahrenheit. I function on Celsius, so that is fantastic. Primitive snow hut. This is ASMR. So that means they don't talk. I mean, it means this noise. This is just the long dark IRL. I know, right? But I mean, I'm thinking, like, is this, like, if you were to just grab your clothes and go out, like these guys, would you be able to? Probably. I don't know.
I'm gonna try to.
Take one.
See, they talk. I'm just crazy. Is this just gonna spiral into me playing Long Dark? I don't think so. What is that? Oh, wait. Can you actually catch stuff like that? There's no way you can. Wait, if it's minus 48 degrees, is that during nighttime or daytime? Like putting your arm in cold water, I don't think that's smart. This feels like when you speed up building in Minecraft, this is exactly what this feels like. Actually, it has the same sound as the digging with the shovel. What is this? What on earth are they building? This is just like a huge snowman. Right? Like if you were to go and do that, what would be the whole point of it? Oh, did they catch something, finally? The no talking is pretty annoying. What the frick is that? Why is it so huge? What kind of fish is that? Is that a salmon? I don't know. No, it's not a salmon. What is it called? I don't know what it's called. Ew, no. Don't hurt the fish. I mean, they have to eat the fish, don't they? Yeah, okay, this is not doable. This is not doable. Catfish? Yeah, catfish. Basically a catfish. Hello! Hi, Baka! How's it going? How are you today? We're watching some survival videos. I mean, at first I was thinking of, like, asking... But I don't really want that kind of free criticism. Criticism is good, but not free criticism. I was thinking, like... Because I've watched these, right? And I think I can do this shit. And then you guys bring me back to reality. But I can bring myself back to reality. I can't dig snow. Or catch whatever this thing is. And that's not a catfish though, is it? But how are you, Baka? How's it going today? No, I don't want to see them hit the fish again. What kind of fish is this? This is salmon. It's not, because salmon are like red. I would assume they are red. This just feels like a Minecraft survival let's play in like IRL. Like if you'd spawn in a tundra in Canada, apparently. This is what you'd see. Okay, shoveling is doable. I'm tired, as always. But okay. Oh, I'm sad to hear you're tired, but I'm glad you're okay, sort of. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yeah, no, I mean, the only time I've ever went out camping, it's not even camping. We went to like the seaside, a bunch of girls, to party, basically. And we stayed in tents because we couldn't find like anywhere like a house that was sort of priced okayishly. So we got tents. It was horrible because you couldn't during the daytime you couldn't like stay in the tent. And beachside, hot, nowhere to go, is pretty bad combination. Be right back. Time for a drink. Yeah, yeah. I'll be here. Okay. No, this is just shove. What if I put it like if I put it like at the max? No, that's quality. If we put it at the max speed, how's that gonna look? It's really just gonna look like a time lapse. You know, I was thinking this would involve a lot more hunting and walking and gathering. This is basically what every kid does during winter, but like better. Where? Sulina and thereabouts or in Constanza? No, in Constanza. In Constanza. We went to Vama Vecchie for the first time last year. So yeah. I'm not sure if you can if you'd personally consider that a popular location or a good location, but it was fine. I had very bad expectations for it. But it was actually okay. Like I was expecting much worse. Ah, I avoid Mama since tourist. Yeah, I know. It's very touristy. You're right. But it was like for a first time experience, it was pretty okay. It was pretty okay. Like I don't know what I was expecting, but it was most definitely not what I received. Also, I have no sympathy for catfish. The huge ones drag swimming kids to the bottom. I was a kid in a village at the Danube. Oh wow. Yeah, no, I mean catfish are bad overall. Everybody just basically gets rid of them if you catch them or something like that. Plus they're invasive. And I wouldn't like people like I know you eat them, but like I'm of the maybe not popular opinion that fish that is like from a lake, right? From water that doesn't run basically, so not a river or like the sea, from lakes. I like I don't know, it's just I find them pretty gross, right? Because they're just like they taste as musty water. If we can eat fish, why can't fish eat us? I know, right? I mean, there was a not a folk story, but like a myth going around here. There's like a park, fairly close to where I live, but it's a big park. It has a lake, and there was like a myth that a catfish was eating, what's it called? Not seagulls, ratse. Duck. Thank you, mom. That a catfish was eating ducks, whole ducks, right? So it was like going under the ducks and being like, right, and eating ducks from the lake. That is that a catfish? That's not a catfish. It needs to have the mustache. And eating like ducks, full ducks, and then there was like, the people were saying it ate a child. I don't agree. I don't think so. I really don't think that happened. And that after that happened, they caught it in like a white van and drove away with the catfish from the lake in the public park. So that's a bit like conspiracy theory to me, but I don't know. Who knows? It's a bit weird. There are reports on the Danube in Hungary of huge catfish jumping out of the water and hitting fishermen in the chest. They are dangerous. Yeah. Yes, I agree with that. I mean, catfish in general are just huge. Let's see if we can. Okay, they're disemboweling a fish. I'm not even sure I can show that. But let me show you some I mean, catfish in the Danube, they don't get as big as other catfish around the world. No, we're getting into fish territory. If Olga was to join now, she'd be so she'd be mocking me. Wait, said the vegetarian, if we can eat fish, why can't fish eat us? I mean, I guess there are some fish that eat you. You know, calamaris can kill people. Like divers have to wear like suits out of mail, like out of chainmail. Like how it's like the chainmail in Minecraft, right? You have the suit and you have to wear that underwater because calamari attack you. 2 3 meter catfish eat kids. They drag them to the bottom to drown, then eat them over the course of a few days. So eat, yes, eat in one gulp. No way. Yeah, okay, yeah. The story here was that it just ate it in one gulp. So I don't think that happened, but then you let's see if we can find some fishermen. I'll search it in Romania just because how is it called? Som Dunăre. Let's see. Yeah, see, because this is like, it just shows people. Oh, so that, wait, that was a catfish. Oh, I closed the video. I mean, it's fine, we can find it again. The guy, like, in the snow thing in Canada had, like, called a catfish. This is 1 hour, this is 2 hours? What the frick? Hopefully it loads. I mean, it is gonna load. Oh, it's still, wait, it's still at 2 times speed. I mean, do we have subtitles for this? We don't have subtitles, it's fine. If it's something important, I can translate, but I just want to see the catfish, honestly. Is there, like, timestamps? No. Oh, there we go. 1 catfish. That's a tiny one, though. Isn't it? Is this gonna go from surviving to fishing? I wouldn't be surprised, but... Yeah, catfish. This is a tiny one. Baby catfish. Catfish stink. I really do think catfish are the smelliest of fish. Danube. Let's go with English, because apparently this one just is like a full-on VOD of fishing. World record catfish. Is this from the Danube? Because I don't want them... I know they're... Where do they live? Is it in Asia? Because I know there's some rivers that have like bigger catfish, but they're like a different species. Baby catfish. Yes, exactly. But no, they're like here in the same park where like the child story is, they're like, if you throw bread in the water, they just like bubble. They just like bubble around the bread. I can actually search that, but after this, let's see.
Waters of the Po, there is no respite.
See, this is Po. This is not Danube. Right? Is this? What is the Po? Where is the Po? I'm not good with this kind of geography. The Po River. Oh, it's in Italy. Really? Okay, so it's still in Europe. Let's see.
The catfish winter, they take the bait and keep the fishermen on their toes.
The ominous music. As the Italians say, un po'. Really? I'm not sure if I'm even saying that. Un po'. I don't know. Italian, I'm parallel with it. This is Italian, this is me, no intersection. The catfish is vibing to the music, at least. Yeah! It's living its best life. Or at least part of it. Oh my god, what the frick is this?
All important vital statistics. Measuring 8.
What is 280 pounds? I don't like pounds. 280 pounds in kilos. What is 127 kilos! What the frick? That's huge. I thought it would be like 60 kilos, right? Like a bigger dog. That's not that big, is it? This is what it said, 280 pounds.
8 feet 9 inches. 8 for the mandatory photo session before recording its all-important vital statistics.
It's huge.
Measuring 8 feet 9 inches and weighing 280 pounds.
See, it's 280. That's not 280 pounds, my man. Is it? Oh no, it is. Never mind. Oh, it actually shows in kilos as well on the graph thing. Catfish in the Danube can go to 300 kilos. I don't believe you. For real? Catfish Danube 300 kilos. I'm gonna get the most clickbaity fishing video ever. I mean, I already clicked that one. Underwater. Catfish? I mean, maybe I mean, sturgeons also get big, but are they in the Danube? They're not in the Danube, technically. They're like, they live in salt water, right? No, they don't. I don't know. I don't remember. But sturgeons are big. That's where you get like the what is it called? The caviar from, right? These are the guys that give you caviar. These ones. I mean, they look different. Let's look at the sturgeon. This is spiraled into fishing. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I like fishing quite a lot. I mean, I haven't fished in a very long time. And also sport fishing. But I think it's cool. Like underwater stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, okay, so it's sweet water. Is that what it's called? I don't know if it's called sweet water. It's salt water, and then there's water that isn't salty. Sweet? They go to the Danube during mating and they grow to around 50 kilos long, but this also protected species only get them from the fish farms. Freshwater. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. Freshwater. Yes. Yes. But yeah, they are protected. They are protected. They do grow pretty big as well.
325 to 350 pounds?
300. What is 300? Why do they talk in pounds? Goddamn Americans. Is it Americans though that use pounds? I don't know. 147 kilos. Yeah, they're massive. What the hell?
Fish.
But yeah, they do live in salt water and like okay, and they mate in fresh water. That makes sense.
There you go. Oh, it's wrapped on the.
Yeah, that's big.
Let me know.
But I mean, these are harmless at least, right? Compared to the freaking catfish, which is like, it gobbles stuff up, literally. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing ate ducks. That's a huge one. Never seen one as big. On the Danube. I mean, I think this is on the Danube, right? Did they say? I mean, this might be. Maybe it's not. Like, maybe it's further away from the sea. Romania has a lot of sturgeon farms. They mostly export it. Yes, yes, that is true. That is true. Sturgeons are bottom feeders, gentle as the lambs. Yeah, they're pretty cute. I mean, I like sturgeons. They're nice. I don't like catfish. But yeah, sturgeons are nice. Yeah, but this one's not the. This one is bigger.
Il 3 metri, eccolo qua. Yes! Il 3 metri è arrivato. Finalmente abbiamo passato i 3 metri. Mai fatto un pesce nella mia vita oltre i 3 metri.
What language is that? Is that Italian as well? I don't know. I don't know. If it isn't, I'm sorry. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
He's saying 3 meters. 3 metri. Something like that. Yes, Italian. Okay, good.
Sì, sì.
3 meters. Is that it? That's not 3 meters. That's not 3 meters. Let's chill. That's definitely not 3 meters. That's like... Let's see the whole fish. Can I see the whole fish?
Yes.
That's like 2 meters and a half at most.
Yes,
Un
Yuri.
pesce preistorico.
Hey.
Sì.
Yeah, prehistoric fish. It's more than 2.5 meters. Is it? I can, like, to me, meters don't work. Like, if it goes over 180, like in meters, I cannot visualize it, if that makes sense. Like, it's just because I don't have anything to associate it with. Maybe it's like as tall as a door frame, right? And a bit taller than that. Maybe like a door frame is like 2 meters. Is that accurate?
The fishing bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, survival chances against sturgeon, big. Survival chances against catfish, small. That dude on the left is 1.8, 1.9. The fish is significantly longer, perhaps not quite 3 meters, but close. The dude on the left,
Fish, grande.
this one. Yeah.
Vai, baby. Go swimming.
I mean, it is a fish.
Go, baby, go.
Maybe it drowns.
Go, baby.
I don't think fish can drown. Can't believe I said that. Okay. Yep. Yep. On a scale of 1 to 10, how stupid are you? 11. Alright.
1 in 10,000 since it's
Fishing trips.
Is that like the biggest catfish? What is the biggest catfish? What is the biggest catfish? Biggest catfish ever caught. 640. Yeah, but this is a different one. See, this is a different breed of catfish. What's it called? Mekong giant catfish. Yes. So this isn't like in Europe. If that makes sense. It doesn't matter, but yeah, pretty big catfish. Fish can drown in certain conditions. Really? Just got here. Why are we watching catfishing? Why not? It spiraled from like a survival video with the Arctic, which we were watching, and it just like they caught a fish which looked like a catfish. Baka brought up the catfish, and then it spiraled to fishing. Because I like what's it called? Saltwater fishing. I'm a bigger fan of that rather than freshwater. Where's the fishing groupers fishing? And also like this, right? This was one of the first videos with fishing I saw of like saltwater, and I was hooked. Pun intended. I love the spinal nerve of sturgeons. It's so yum. No, ew. No, I don't think I've ever eaten sturgeon, to be fair. Eaten a little fish, but not sturgeon. Yeah. No. Not a big fan of caviar either. I mean, I feel like, is it, what are they called? They're not called fish eggs, because that sounds weird, but they're yuck. Generally, fish drown if the oxygen concentration in water goes too low. No wind for extended periods of time, algal bloom covering the surface, or if they individually can't swim enough to irrigate their gills. That's smart. Baka, you're very smart. It's the best part of that fish. I tried it, and it was meh. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever eaten sturgeon. I don't plan on eating sturgeon, but yes, I don't think that has happened. But yeah, this, the groupers.
Oh yeah, dude.
Very cool. But I mean, the most impressive one is marlin fishing. Like, it's already recommending the channel. See, I've already watched it. But yeah, because it's just, it's cool. As long as the fish isn't necessarily killed or damaged, which usually doesn't happen if it's an experienced fisher, it's interesting. Read all of it was an answer to your question. Roe. I tried it and it was meh. Roe. What Roe? The USA Supreme Court overturned Roe. What is Roe? What? Roe is fish eggs. Oh! Really? I never knew they were called that. There's no way they're called roe. You're joking. You're making fun of me. Roe? I don't want to get rid of the pounds to catfish. Roe. What is roe? Why are they called that? I never knew that. Weird. I think it's a food name. Wow, you don't say udon now, do you? Why is bacon called bacon? The roe is such a weird name for it. Come on, isn't it? See, return on equity. That's what Google says. Return on equity. Is it? It is. It is. It is. To me, it is roe for fish eggs. Why not just call them fish eggs? Well, I know it sounds weird. Roe versus Wade, too. What is Wade? What is Wade? Not the man. Wade food. If it's something gross. Is this cookies? I feel like it looks like cookies, but it most definitely isn't. It's like how you say water chicken, which is like frogs. Although water chicken is translation word for word from Romanian to English, which doesn't really work. What is this? Quintessential street food of South India and Sri Lanka. What is it made of? What is vada made of? Legumes, sago. Legumes, pigeon pea, chickpea, black gram, and green gram. Well, that's just a recipe for spending your whole day on the toilet. You call frogs water chicken and have the face to complain about roe. I mean, yes. That is that is true. We do call them water chicken. We do call them water chicken. I'm not sure if I search water chicken. See, water chicken or frog? No, it shows me the frog legs, but without the skin. Ew. Ew. It's like you eat only the frog legs fried in the like Danube area. They taste like chicken, okay? I was tricked into eating them because I was told it's like water chicken, so it's like, I don't know, some kind of water chicken. Although I was a dumb kid, okay? I didn't realize chickens don't live in the water. Yeah, they taste like chicken. No, it's the name of the US Supreme Court granting the right of abortion, which was overturned. Oh my god, no. No. I was making a black humor joke. I know, that's political though. What does the rules say? I don't even know. What did I write in my rules? I can't see them because I'd already typed in my own chat. Who would have thought? Because it tastes like chicken. Duh. I mean, I guess that's true. But I mean, it's a weird name for it, let's be honest. It's a weird name for it. They could just call them frog legs and be done with it. But no. Let's trick the oblivious people. Yeah. Can't type, too tired. All good. Apparently everybody's tired. Although I do have a tag saying caffeinated. But apparently today that only applies to myself. Even though I haven't drank coffee. I've eaten some chocolate, I believe. But I downloaded Scars Above. I don't know what that is. Is that what... Should I be asking what that is? Udon? Confirm or disconfirm? Let's move on to our next thing. And I can... Wait. No. I'll leave the marlin fishing for later. Because it's too much fishing at once. And I probably should have just teamed today with fishing. Google it. Why ask me? Because I don't want to Google it with like all of you to see. I don't know. Scars of... Oh, it's a video game. Scars Above. Oh. Wait, is it... Oh, I know it! I've seen clips of it. Why did I recognize it? Yes, because the vibes of it. It reminds me of Chernobyl. A little bit, right? Like the show? Because I haven't played the game. But I don't even know what it was called. Chernobylite? Something like that. Oh, has it released already? I think so, it has ratings. Scars Above. I think it has, hasn't it? Yes. I'm curious how good it looks, though. Because, like, from this poster to, like, this picture, it looks okay. But I feel like maybe some of the better graphics could be lost. Right? Instead of, like, to make it work well. Frogs taste like whatever you cook them, and the mussel tastes like chicken, but if you add flavor, they can taste wonderfully. Baka, that is very concerning. Like, Stalker? The game? I think so. I haven't played Stalker. Yeah, I guess so. It was more like referring the TV show. Chernobyl. What is it? How do you spell it? But yeah, more like the TV show. I'm playing it tonight. Oh, okay. Then next time you hop into stream, please let me know how it is. Or maybe even... I'm not sure what time zone you're in. Don't tell me. So, yeah. Let's see what this guy wants. This guy's gonna talk. Compared to the Arctic dude, I closed the tab. Or I want to get rid of the sturgeon. Arctic dude. Survival. Arctic. What did I search? I'm gonna get the Mr. Beast video first. No? Oh, that is surprising. This guy. This guy's. Yes. We'll leave him there. I'll close the tabs later. Can you... Okay, pause. Fantastic. I don't want all of them to run at once. I don't think that's... My attention span isn't that bad. Yet. What does this guy want? Okay, so Arctic. 10% survival rate. Maybe? I don't know. I would say like the biggest problem would be just freezing and having no food. Because what are you supposed to eat? Hunt? How can you... I guess you could hunt.
Atolls in the world.
What is this?
Engine problems. You're going down.
What?
Crash into
Wait. Plane crash survival challenge. Oh. I should have read the title. I opened these up a while ago, okay? I was semi-prepared for today. I had a plan. Which isn't usually the case. I mean, I imagine the water would be the bigger worry. Really? I guess so. Yeah, that is true. Did you know when people fished in the Arctics, they just throw the fish on the ice and it instantly freezes and it keeps the fish fresher? Yes! Oh, I'm glad you brought that up, Udon. Let me show you something. What is it called? Coldest city in the world. Coldest place on earth. Like the city? What is it called? Yakutsia, right? And let me see. There should be a yes theory video, I believe. No, what am I doing? Stop it. Why can't I search? There we go. And they go to the market. Norilsk? No, I was thinking about this one. I don't know, is there another one? Let's see. I'm searching in video format just because it's easier for like visualization. Oh, I didn't know about this one. But no, this is the coldest place on Earth, right? Or the coldest place people live constantly in. That's a better explanation for it, because I'm pretty sure there might be colder places, but let's see the fish market, because that was like, they just like, everything is just frozen, right? Because there is no way to like, there is no point in heating it up because it would just spoil. So they just keep it outside and it's frozen. Like, this is just, what the frick? It's like you're selling flowers, right? Like if you go to a flower shop. Norilsk is just cold and toxic. Yeah, I didn't know about Norilsk. Yeah. The Atlantic. Is this like a newspaper? What is this? No. Doesn't matter. I didn't know about this one though.
Отсюда открывается очень красивый вид. Нравится, что...
I mean, both of these are in Russia as well.
Если глянуть вдаль, здесь нетронутая снежная степь. А повернуться в другую сторону, то есть очень сильно контрастно.
Guys, how much caffeine and sugar did you inject? I'm worried. No, you don't have to be worried. I'm good. I'm really good. I was actually looking for like some sugar bars. It's sugar bars. It's not sugar bars. It's like some bars that I usually get, and they didn't have them. So I'm less caffeinated than usual.
Возможно, некое благоговение, что это все было создано руками людей.
I haven't had raw sugar yet. Processed. Wait, so this is like... Is this like the metro area of the city? At least we have subtitles. Can we see the city? I want the city view. Yeah. Oh god.
Диоксид серы, когда облако газа висит.
They have acid rain? Wait, that is a thing? I thought that's like dystopian future kind of stuff. Right? Acid rain that breaks your clothes up, sort of like that goes through your clothes.
Эти мертвые деревья, это явно...
I know that was a like actual phenomenon. I mean, I guess no, I knew it was real, but I think it would like be caused by us as well. No, acid rains happens due to extreme pollution. Yeah, I mean, I always thought like you would get acid rain like near a volcano or something. Don't ask me why, but that's like that was my line, like over my I was thinking about it. Pretty dumb, but I didn't realize it's because of like the sulfur we emit, or like fabrics and stuff, not fabrics, factories and stuff like that pollute the world with. Also, unlike what the video says, acid rain is super bad for health. Sulfur dioxide does not have an effect on the human. I mean, sulfur in general has a bad effect on anything that's alive. Why is that a... Oh, okay, that just answers your statement with the sulfur. Let's move on. We're not getting political. Yet. I mean, not as bad as cigarettes, but still bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, cigarettes you do to yourself. Acid rain is pretty... I mean, I guess you sort of did to yourself, but it's not as if you alone run a factory. I keep calling them fabrics just because I'm using the word for word translation, which isn't the translation. Does this kid live in the city? I mean, this city is like hell. This is nice. This is hell. But I'm curious, the thing is, is this city on permafrost? Because I know another thing that was really cool about this one, other than the fact that the fish are like, I don't know, you just have fish in buckets and you buy frozen fish, right? Look at that. Frozen fish, basically. And meat. Everything is just frozen because it's very cold. They have they can't dig anything, so like all their buildings have no structural integrity, or like it's poor compared to like how you would normally build because you can't dig the foundation very deep because there is permafrost. And they're gonna show it. They show it around here somewhere. I don't remember exactly because I watched just a while ago. Okay, this is cool.
Look at this, man.
So this is like they have dug an underground pod, but it's very hard to dig.
Oh, dude. Look at this.
Obviously, permafrost.
Look at this, man.
Around 2/3 of the country is covered by permafrost, permanently frozen ground that never melts. Even in
and they explain it pretty well.
Summer, where the weather can reach 34 degrees Celsius, only a small layer is affected.
Only 2 meters melts in the summer. The rest of it stays frozen. Yeah.
How? But it's 40.
Yeah, so they like the buildings. I don't know how they have tall buildings. I mean, I guess it's possible, obviously, but
It's so hot, like 40 is super hot.
The permafrost runs from just below the surface of much of Siberia to sometimes thousands of meters underground, never melting. And as more and more of it melts because of climate change, however, they've been finding tons of bones and fully preserved extinct animals deep underground.
and they have like the frozen mammoth. Yeah,
What? Baby mammoth?
that's creepy, but still.
The age of it is 39,000 years old.
Wait, that little?
The craziest things I've ever seen.
I mean, to be fair, like, the very evolved life has been on Earth for not that long. Do 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 do. I'm pretty sure you're referring to that, right? why do why is your message so passive aggressive? No. What no? The do or the elephant? I mean, it was dead before. To the horrid baby shark song. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do do. I was thinking of the speedrunning music. I'm sorry. Did miss off some doors though. What doors? Oh, did miss off some do's though. Yeah, because I was thinking of the speedrunning music. I think that's not copyright. I don't want to put it on, but it's like the do 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 do. Basically. And yeah, the baby shark one is Yeah, the Ice Age led up 12,000 years ago. It's still not ended though. We are technically still in an Ice Age. Yeah, but I mean that just, I mean, some of the global warming that we're having is technically natural. Obviously not this sped up, technically. I'm not gonna get into it because I don't know a lot about it, so I don't want to like talk shit. But I mean, some of the global warming is normal. Yours sound more like skeleton warriors. My doo-doo-doos, my doo-doo-doos are perfect, okay? Absolutely fantastic. Both of them. Totally drugged. What? Hold on. Please retype that. But yeah, do. Yeah. What was I saying? Global warming. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna get into it because I have some. I mean, I agree with the global warming, some of it, like trying to prevent it, but I have some unpopular opinions about some of like extinction rates and stuff like that. Why? It was typed fine. No, because I spelled it right. I don't know what it is then. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Huh? Wait. Old Norse? You could have specified that. I would like to say my cultural knowledge, or not my cultural knowledge, my general knowledge is good, but apparently it's not that good. From the most scientifically conservative estimates, people are responsible for 0.15 Celsius warm up in the period 1970-2010. Can be more. Yeah, but it's not like 10 Celsius degrees, right? Skyrim undead, but based off a real mythological term. Huh. Interesting. I have never played Skyrim. But yeah, that confirms it. Undead creature from the Scandinavian saga and folktales. Interesting. It's like similar to a zombie, but it's like ghosts and in Norse mythology, so it's technically cooler than a zombie. Germany assumes Skyrim when mentioned though, because Skyrim everywhere. Yeah, I know. I mean, Skyrim is very popular. Most people can like not necessarily relate to. I guess relate to it or like associate some things from it. But I've never played it. It looks pretty interesting, but there seems so much to do in it that I don't know how you like now. I don't know like if you were to start it or if I were to start it, I wouldn't know where to begin. Yes, global warming happens. Humans contribute to it. It's a problem, but you get a lot of sexist people on both sides of the argument. Exactly. It is a thing. It is a modern problem, which is gonna get probably modern solutions. What did we spoil off from? What were we doing? Doesn't matter. What is this? I showed you the market. That was the most important thing. The frozen fishies. I don't want to edit. I can edit it? Oh, I can't edit it. I was like, what the frick? I can see the we don't want. Okay, we're not reading transcripts. Fantastic. But yeah, Yakutia is cool. Or at least I think it's a cool city. Like, I would really like to visit it. Even though I'm pretty sure I'm gonna freeze my ass off, but it would be nice. Maybe when it's like warmer, right? Because I'm not good with cold either way. But if it were warmer, I think it would be fine. Honestly, you edit the subtitle. I didn't edit the subtitles. No, don't. What is it called? Don't snitch. No snitching.
Picture this: you're a pilot flying
I just changed one word.
over one of the most isolated tropical atolls in the world, and you have
this overlay is very good.
You're going down and crash in the middle of the ocean. By some miracle, you've survived the crash. But do you reckon you could survive what comes next?
How is he talking underwater? No, if it's too cold, the water on your skin freezes and insulates you. It's cold, but not horrid, if you're otherwise well dressed. Really? I didn't know that. Baka, you're very smart. Why was he shirtless on the plane? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to like think of. Like, why? I mean, it's for effect, okay? It's like, because in survival games, why am I comparing everything to survival games? That is my knowledge on survival. In survival games, you have no clothes, right? But I mean, he couldn't really replicate that. We're not on Alone and no, what is it called? Naked and Alone, right? I remember I used to watch some of those when I was smaller. Got over it. The drama was too much. Now I prefer like National Geographic, chilled type of survivals. I mean, I'm getting back into it. This is basically Subnautica, right? Where's the Leviathan? I want to see a Leviathan. Come on, buddy, swim off into the ocean. Wang out or not realistic, clearly. Exactly. We need to see the abs. What are the peepers? Yes. I mean, there are some fish there, right? We can see some fish. You can see my cursor, right? Yes.
That's the challenge today.
Why was the audio so good then and then now?
They're in the shallows now.
First person. I want to see this in third person. What was that? What the frick was that? That's like a... I know. What is it called? I'm missing the term.
There's an ember in there.
Like from Ariel, right? The evil queen had those things. What are they called?
If by some chance you make it ashore, then your challenges are only just getting started.
The only thing that's coming to mind is anemones, but it's not that.
Fran, bless her cotton socks, is coming.
Hope I got to go hang out with friends, have fun. Yup. Go hang out with real people. Have a nice time. Eel, yes, eels. Thank you. Fantastic. Glad you brought it up. There seems to be a lot of food on this island, but no food. I guess you meant no food and water on you. Probably, because it says remote island, no food, no water. But this already feels pretty what is it called? Scripted with people who are not GPT bots. Yes, exactly. Haircut time. Be right back. Yep. Oh, haircut time. Nice. They're all scripted. I know they're all scripted, but like more scripted than usual. Does that make sense? They're more scripted. Let's go back to the script. Do we have a script? I assure you we do not. Otherwise this would be better. That is like a whole on wardrobe. What? Wait, he has a shirt. Why did he not put it on?
Here we've just got.
And he has a hat.
Head mount, GoPro 1, a whole stack of GoPros. We're gonna be out here for a while. All pilots back in the day would have been wearing a...
Why does he have so many GoPros? Does like the battery run out maybe?
On their belt, so I have come prepared with one knife. That's literally it, guys. One knife, that's all we've got.
Maybe I can actually learn something from this one.
So the first thing we're gonna need, and the biggest threat to you out here, is dehydration. Basically, we need to get water.
Okay. Water. Who said water? Fluffy, I think you said water.
Walk and see what we can find.
Right, with the Arctic survival. Or Canada. It's not Arctic. It wasn't Canada. I want to see real elks.
Thankfully, this stretch of the beach.
I don't think anybody would film real elks and live to tell the tale, though.
The green ones are beautiful to drink, so
they're pretty scary.
That problem for the meantime, anyway.
Those are raw, aren't they? They've got to be raw. Where'd he get the knife? Oh, he has it. Never mind.
That's the bit we want to open up.
Wait, what are the coconuts I buy at the store then?
Yeah, baby.
Why is his coconut different than my coconut? Oh, is that the shell?
Hydration is the most important thing. That's #1 priority.
I feel so stupid.
Guys, I just wanted to share something and pay my respects. So that plane we came out of this morning
is rule of 3. 3 minutes for air, 3 days for water, 3 weeks for food, if I recall. I don't know if there's more. 3 months for no and 3. Only 3 months? I think most people would have a problem after like I don't know, a couple of days.
The fate of the pilot is still unknown, so I just wanted to take the time now to really pay my respects to...
You're very dependent on it. Or at least I noticed I'm very dependent on it.
I'm out here doing a fun sort of survival challenge. In no way am I comparing the situation here to what they faced back then. With that being said, let's continue on.
The man just talked about a tragedy and I was thinking we were debating life without Wi-Fi. What has the internet come to?
So the 75
what is that? Wait,
superfoods in that drink is going to help me out here with things like my energy levels.
The man has protein powder with him. Oh, That's as much as he deserves. Fantastic.
Endurance and boosting my immune system.
Does he wait, does he have an affiliate link in the description for it? No. At least that. Okay, at least that. Yes. Fine. We shall continue. Not in any way comparing this to them. I mean, you brought them up out of nowhere. Yeah, I mean, it's what is it called? Good feels.
You want to give yourself the best chance.
Good feels? Bad English? Oh god. Oh, what did I say? What did I say with the affiliate link? We're not watching the promotion again, but he did promote something. We're 5 minutes in and he promoted a tragedy, an affiliate link, and 5 GoPros he just happens to have on him. Because the plane wreck had people with apparently shit ton of GoPros. He keeps walking around by the plane wreck. I mean, a plane wreck! I want to see the eel. Is he gonna eat the eel? Can he eat eels? I really don't want him to eat anything though.
We'll be looking for anything like this. This here's a spider conch shell. You'll be able to crack him open and then eat what's inside.
You eat shells? No. There's not... Wait. They're alive? Wait a second. They don't have crabs. Wait. They don't have crabs in them, right? I used to collect those. I still have, like, a jar full of those. And they make, like, sea noises if you put them up to your ear. They don't have alive things in them. Of course you can eat eels. Ew. Crabs lived in them, yes. Yes, but they don't live in them anymore, right? It's not like snails or something. Because I know some crabs, like, pop out from them. Right? Like, you put them on the sunbed, and, like, a crab pops out, and you throw it back in the water, because you can't keep it, obviously. You keep the crab, basically. Generally not when they're on the beach. No, okay, fantastic. Did you see that crab? That's one athletic goddamn crab. And the eels. I like the eels. Crabs are creepy though.
Out of the wind here, so in the rock pools,
they are still there, you just didn't notice. No! No! Ew! No! Come on, now you're making me doubt them. I'm gonna throw them out. What the hell? Although mom has custody over them, so I can't really throw them out. Maybe I can like... Maybe I could throw them out. I don't know. Ew. Ew. But they don't smell.
They're pretty small, and they're just full of bones.
Why do I... No. No.
When they're that size. But
what?
In the back of the mind if we do get really desperate. Also, there's some colourful rock crabs scurrying around. They're really quick. Once again, not too much meat on them, but they can be a bit of a backup plan. All right, so
why is he still naked?
The amount of coconuts here. The next thing, of course,
he has a shirt.
Food. And the fringing reefs all around here are loaded with great tuck.
Like, technically, sun isn't good.
All sorts of good eating stuff, but
you realize crabs aren't immortal undead creatures, right? No, crabs are creepy. I don't like crabs. I really don't like crabs. I really don't like crabs. I'm very curious to eat crabs at one point, but I don't like them, like, scurrying around. They're creepy. I don't have anything against them, necessarily, but they just creep me out. Because they have, like, a lot of legs. Ugh. They snip your ears when you put your ear next. Soko, I hate you. I absolutely hate you. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? You're causing me trauma. You're traumatizing me. Like this man with the apocalypse. He didn't bring it, the tragedy. With the affiliate link.
Catch them, so I'm just going to go for a big walk and see what we can find that's edible. Of course, there's the dried coconuts that we'll get into at some point. We'll see what else we can find. Up here you could...
I mean, you could categorize this as eye candy, but I wouldn't.
And it absolutely stinks, but here, guys, this is a great morinda tree.
A morinda tree? What is that?
The rest of the morinda family, because...
Tell me what it is.
Great about it. I'll see if I can find any of the fruit. It's also commonly called a rotten cheese tree, and that's probably a better name. It absolutely stinks once the fruit's ripe. There's a couple of these ones down.
Oh, okay, so they don't taste like rotten cheese. Fake survival wankers aren't attractive, no. I'm glad how the bot didn't catch that. It usually catches a lot of stuff. But I mean, I thought this was legit.
You can get your hands.
At least sort of legit.
Our pockets with these guys.
Cause I would put up National Geographic or stuff like that, even though those are scripted as well. Some of them are pretty bad. But this is just like, no. I mean, speaking of, I mean, the documentaries. I stopped watching like documentaries online, like not like with the lion prides or stuff like that, because it was.
So this is kind of their.
My dad described them best. People, the presenter. Camera pan on him. You see his face. He's very concentrated. He's in the savannah, looking at the lion. The lion is looking at prey. I don't know. The lion is most likely sleeping its ass off, and the presenter goes, "The lion. What a majestic creature. It swishes its tail left and right, and it sleeps all day, and it's a majestic creature. And you look at it, and we've been here for 24 hours just filming it sleeping, and now it's taking a shit." And it's just like, no. No, they're not telling you anything useful. And if I hear one more time that the lion is the king of the jungle, I will throw myself out my window. Now go back to rotten cheese fruit. What is that?
And if you leave them too long, they dry out into that.
Did he bring those?
Neither of them. We'll fill our pockets with these guys.
Yeah, fill our pockets. Loot. The lion is the king of the jungle. No, it isn't! I'm opening the window. I'm gonna grow wings and fly out the window. That is actually pretty damn gross. No, I hate that. I hate that. And the tiger lives in the savannah. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I was a pretty know-it-all kid. Now I'm not. When I was small, and I was obsessed with animals, as most kids are. I just couldn't stand when people would be like, "Did you know?" Well, not people, adults. Their parents would go to their kids and teach them that the lion is the king of the jungle, a tiger lives in the savannah, and what else? A snake can eat you alive, whole. And the snakes are poisonous, not venomous. My god. Why wouldn't it be true? What do you mean, why wouldn't it be true? It isn't true. It's fake. Fake news.
The hollow of where...
When you spot a lion in a jungle, please do tell me.
When it comes to starting a fire later, anything that's washed in as driftwood, we've just got no... something decent to eat. Let's go have a look.
Well, honestly, our survival rate in this one would be 100%. If I get all the materials this guy has, I would be pretty good. I'd be pretty fine. Was the private helicopter parked? Although I think I'm going overboard there, but...
Keep Fran happy. Make sure I'm brushing my teeth.
Please don't tell me he's actually gonna use that. Did he just... I hope this wasn't planted. He has a stick now. When did he acquire a stick? I mean, this is obviously a tourist spot.
Oh, guys, it is so damn windy out there.
Could you imagine seeing this guy, like, on a beach? No. Huh. I feel like I've entered, like, you know, there's, like, lifestyle gurus? This feels same territory. Why are you fighting a crab? Just hit it.
No, I'm gonna go for a bigger one.
Schmack it. Oh, you want a bigger one. Excuse me. If you were hungry, you'd eat whatever you got.
One big claw, so I want a decent sized crab to get as much meat of him as I can.
You could have 2 crabs.
I missed that. Look at them all there.
Oh, it's raining. At least that's what is this? Why is there just water? Water on an island? Would have thought. Nah, they fiddly enough to get meat out of. You do want a bigger one, ideally. Same with lobsters. Oh, okay, so that's legit. That makes sense then. Okay, fine. Find a bigger one.
Small one.
Can we see how he cooks it? I don't see it. I don't think that's a problem.
A Jenny, it's got the small claws, a female. We want the big...
Yeah.
One with a big claw that we can eat.
As the males fight with the claws to assert dominance. Seems legit.
There's a big buck. Look at the size of that big claw. That's what we're eating tonight, guys.
Okay. Wait, does he only eat a claw?
And that'll do us for dinner. The spear's worked once again. All right.
That's a spear? Wait, that wasn't a stick?
Oh.
Wait, how different is a spear from a stick?
We are mission success on the crab hunt. See that big nipper they got? That's what we're going to be eating.
I want to see you cook it. What are you? An eel!
There's a moray eel under here that I could pretty easily nail with this spear, I think. Let's just have a little look.
No.
There he is.
No, no, I don't want to see you kill it. Don't kill it. Bring some chips with you or something.
Through the water, and that tide's nice and low, so we're just gonna walk around and see if we can.
That's why there's water everywhere?
In the shallow.
No, that's why water's shallow. I see. What is that?
Or a beach demur. These guys are a bit of a delicacy in a lot of the Asian countries.
Yummy.
Personally, I'm not a big fan of them. We'll put them back.
I wouldn't eat that. It looks like a... It looks bad. Let's go with that. It looks bad. Survival. Yes, exactly. Throw the food away. Easy food, technically, right? Because it doesn't run away from you. It's like it's a water cucumber. Is it? Yeah, it is. Not a fan. I'll throw this away and die. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Shit aim. You're good.
Effective, like it's too buoyant.
Back to the lobby.
You need to pin them under a rock like that. That tide has dropped.
I don't want... Okay, he's gonna fish for eels.
You went out the back hole.
Look, another cucumber.
Go, guys.
There's so many cucumbers. Wait, what the hell? These are cucumbers as well. My man, eat the cucumber.
Jeez, this is a nice one if I can get this. But the idea here is I've got to pin him under one of these rocks.
Oh. I mean, honestly, it'd be pretty cool to do this, even if it's scripted. Right? You just hang around, like you just stand around.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
You run around naked, sort of, and you throw sticks at the water.
Where did he go?
And you have 5 GoPros. That's an added bonus.
See the size of that one? That's a really nice size one for
Where?
you. A nice dark.
I'm blind. What the frick?
All right.
Oh, it's under.
Oh, he just kicked off. All right.
This is like, you know, the little kids at the beach when they try to catch fish with their like empty hands, or like they have the nets. Like almost every kid at the beach gets a net at one point, or finds another kid that has a net and gets it from the other kid. Right? This is exactly what that feels like, right? And they just run in the water trying to catch fish. This really feels like you never catch something this way. Yes, exactly.
Sledge here, guys.
Like this is just...
We're gonna have to go.
You could maybe set up a trap. I know there's like a way you can make like a trap for fish, but I'm curious, would you need food to begin with? Fish trap. Fish trap. My YouTube recommendation page is gonna be so fricked up after this. What the frick is this? Fish trap. Okay, I will not. Fish trap homemade. I think this one. It's something like this. No, okay, it's not like this, because you have to do it like there. I know I saw at least another scripted one, which they made like a fish trap, and it sort of worked. If it's a river, no, okay. Keep an eye out for the cut when he catches it. Really? You think they're gonna do a cut? Wait, this is the world record catfish. This one. Yeah, okay, we're gonna look out for the fish cut. The water flow pushes them into them. Usually put them over little bits of rapids. Okay, so that's how they work. Yeah, because I know you can make like fish traps technically. Okay, but not for this then. That would make sense. I mean, technically it should be pretty easy. I mean, you have these. You don't really need fish. If you're trying to be fancy, schmancy, and stupid, yeah. But if you were in an actual survival situation, you just eat the damn cucumbers. Oh, that was a cut.
Blunting my spear, jamming it in there.
But it's not the right one.
You must have a good hiding spot right at the back. Bugger. See these bright blue, green parrotfish there?
No, I don't.
Guys, and see. This one here's a nice size one. See if they go under a bit of a cave.
Are we supposed to see them?
Chance to get them.
You can't really see fish like this if you film them.
Coming this way. I don't want to.
It's hard to see them if you're there.
I just want to corner these guys. into the rocks.
I saw them? Okay.
Here they go. Here they
I didn't see them.
All right.
I'm gonna take your word for it. Oh, he's running. He's going. Will he make it? No. You can't outrun fish.
I'm gonna get one of these guys. They're in the shallows now. Oh, that was a bad throw.
It was very... I mean, I really don't think he's gonna catch them by throwing the damn spear. His aim is very off. And it's not something to be necessarily judged, at least, compared to other stuff we've seen in this, but...
I thought they went under here.
It's obvious you're not gonna have good aim with the spear. She wouldn't survive out there. I would survive out here. I would eat cucumbers. I would eat sea cucumbers, even though I don't know how to cook them, but I would eat them.
They were hiding right there.
What is up with the audio?
This guy.
Oh, it's...
Would be getting pretty.
Did he put the camera on the water?
Where is he? Where is he?
Maybe.
Jeez, they were so well disciplined staying in there. And then on 3, they just made a run for it and all came out of the rocks.
Yeah, this fish catching is a waste of energy. She said she'd eat the sea cucumber, which seems way smart. Yeah, exactly. So my rate of survival is way higher than this guy's. You don't even see the fish, so would you see the snake that kills you? Where do you think a snake would pop out from? No, there's no snake. Even if there was water snakes, they wouldn't be here, technically. Like, from what I know, the water snakes that are actually poisonous, some of them, they don't live in shallow water, technically. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know they live out in the sea. And normal snakes are not gonna be here for long. They don't like seawater.
I gotta get this fish. I've used so much.
They can swim, but they don't like seawater.
It's taken a toll on my spear. This probably wasn't what the spear was designed for.
Did the spear break from how many rocks he hit? This is dumb. For how long has he been doing this? So since 15, he's been doing this for 7 goddamn minutes. Oh, I see a fish. I see a fish. Everybody. I should just skip to this. You would also be scared to death by crabs that snip your ears and toes. Yeah, okay, the toes thing, yeah, I would be. I would be so scared of, like, burying my feet in the sand. Although I'm not a fan of sand. I hate sand. Like, if I'm going to the beach, I don't lay on sand. And I try to get it away from me. Even though a beach and sand, there's a lot of sand on the beach. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Not a big fan of it. I do not like sand. Let's see the fish. He caught a parrotfish, right? Like the blue green one. Yeah, I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and it gets everywhere. Yes. You described that in a very perfect quote.
There's some scales. He's in here somewhere, guys. I've got my fingers on his tail here. Oh, alright guys, my hands are on his tail, but they're so slippery. Alright guys, jeez, he's slippery. There we go.
Is the fish dead already?
Beautiful little parrotfish.
I want to see the whole damn fish. It's not dead.
Might not be the biggest fish ever, guys, but...
Wait, I don't get it. He's chased them for 7 minutes, and then he just finds one in a cave. He puts his hand in the damn rock, and he takes it out. By the tail, to be specific. There's no way that's true. Convenient, huh? I know, right? There's so many cuts in this whole part. Let's count. 1.
I can't get my hand back there, but he's kicking on the end of the spear.
2. 2 cuts. 3.
Some scales. He's in here somewhere, guys. I've got my
4.
tail here. Oh, alright.
5.
Hands are on his tail, but they're so slippery.
5. 6.
He's slippery. There we go. A beautiful little parrotfish.
And it's just so convenient that the spear is on the other side of this boulder. And then a knife. I mean, I don't know how he would actually catch it and then put it in there. Because it's obviously... Is it alive? It's alive. It's still alive.
I'll put you out of your misery. You've had a tough battle. There it is. Pretty tough work, but that's going to be a really...
Wait. What is that? Maybe it hurt its scales on the rock.
It's coming on.
Could that be like a knife mark? I don't think so. Maybe the spear. But it's not punctured. It's just like if you would take its scales and like slice them off. While it's still alive, which is bad for the fish. At least be humane. A shark!
Blacktip reef.
Baby shark, baby shark.
Sense the commotion, smelt the blood. He's come straight in.
What blood? What blood? You just caught it by the tail.
Seen there?
Hmm.
Sorry, mate.
Very critical.
Find your own food, buddy. They always sneak up behind.
Me, the survival expert. Don't attack the shark. I don't even. That's against technically rules. Yeah. See, it's hurt. How did I get hurt? That doesn't look like a spear mark. That's another coconut.
Alright, I've been putting this off as long as
Why does he have a belt?
I could today, waiting for the sun to come out. But now is the time. We're gonna have to start a fire.
Did he change pants?
There's a couple hours left of daylight. Also, guys, just
He didn't. Okay, never mind. I'm paranoid at this point.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's making a fire! Okay, I like this. Struggles are nice. Now don't skip to you lighting the goddamn... Oh. What is it even called? Because that's like the fiber.
To put the bloody second camera on. The split second it took me to put the second camera on, I lost the ember.
Oh, I thought he'd say he got the fire going. Okay. Yeah, like this fiber thing. It's from the coconut, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, that's legit. At least I would consider that legit, technically. Right? I couldn't do that. I'd get blisters. The problem, I couldn't survive. I'd mess up my hands. How do I game then? I can't be a true gamer with blisters on.
Come on.
Don't think that's even the best way of doing it. That was the old school way of doing it. Yeah, but I mean, I see them in all the survival videos and shows and whatnot. Everybody just does the and you get the ember and it flies. I don't know.
I've got to this point. I need to let that get really hot.
You know, there's like the spark method if you have the two specific rocks. I don't know what they're called. Flint? Yes, flint. Technically. That was probably not legit. Yeah, I mean, it does feel a bit weird, but who knows? Like, this is legit. At least. But the ember spark, I don't know how would you light it otherwise. Maybe he has like a lighter.
But I'm glad we finally
Why is he still naked?
had a win.
Half naked, whatever.
Mission success.
They shouldn't. I like the subtitles.
Good eating one.
Good job. Good job,
Get
subtitles.
the flesh out of it.
What is that? Why is the coconut different now?
Fire's cranking now. Alright. We're gonna open up one of these dried coconuts. These are great.
Is that his footprints?
But with a small knife, it's pretty.
That's the coconut I buy from the store.
With it, but this is a dried coconut that inside here is
Okay, that is cool. I learned something new today. That is how a coconut looks.
This one.
I mean, I know how they look like that in the natural environment, but it's nice to see this is how it, like, that's why they get like that, right? No, all the water!
In this coconut milk in here, guys. You can drink it.
What the frick? He'd be dead! He'd be dead! The coconut water, he just wasted all of it! I wouldn't have done that. It's so easy to go, I would have done everything better. Yes, yes, me and my computer at home with the dog. Which ignores me, so even he doesn't want me to survive. This does raise the point of where he got the giant knife. He has it from the beginning. Didn't you see when he showed us his his things. He has, look, he has a hat. He has a hat, a knife, a shirt, which he chooses not to wear, some shoes so he doesn't get, like, I guess, the black spiky things in his legs. What are they called? Why am I doing this? I'm not beating anyone up yet. Violence. Today is very chaotic. I need to breathe. I really want some sugar now, though. No, those are from the jungle lion footprint. Yes, a mountain lion in the island, obviously. A lion, what is it called? A lion, yes. Lion, the king of the jungle. And this is obviously definitely a jungle. Did he mine some iron when we were looking? Maybe, who knows? He's pretty bad at fishing, so he might have went mining instead. He said they had a Swiss Army knife, so him having a giant damn knife is a way cheaty. I know, right? I know. He has a lot of things. Considering it's survival. This is like modern survival. Wink.
So those leaves I found earlier that you can eat, I want to do a bit of a boil up in this coconut, so I've left that like...
Oh, he's making a cocktail. Mmm.
Gonna get the leaves in there, put him on the fire, and make like a...
Coconut tea.
Coconut and greens soup or stew, whatever you call it.
I mean, he already wasted a coconut. Why not go and make a soup? Though I guess this is pretty smart, actually.
Those leaves, thankfully they don't smell as bad as the ripe fruit.
Wait, so you can eat the leaves? He didn't mention that, did he? Although we didn't watch everything.
Get it
like,
all in there.
Everything. We watched most of it, though. Can we stop watching this tool? I'm finding it a bit much. Yes, we can. I want to see how it ends, though. Let me see. Does he get a helicopter and leave?
Nice, but you feel like it's good for you.
Okay, fine. Did we get the sunset? No. The camera just flops. It's like, I'm done. The last of the 6 GoPros goes out of battery. He dies, clearly, or perhaps he lashes together a couple of sea turtles and escapes from the island. Yeah, and he leaves a stash of rum hidden. Although, honestly, the characters we're comparing, it's two very different individuals, which one of them is obviously superior. So yeah, this is another one. This is, I mean, what is this? Knife only. Like, this guy only has a knife and a lot of clothes and a backpack. What does he have a backpack?
Situation possible and see if we can survive out here for the next couple of days. I'm going to show you guys what's in this backpack, what we've got to survive with. But before we do that, we need a little bit of a storyline. Let's just say that we were out there in the tinny, we're fishing on the boat.
Why do they all want a storyline? Are the viewers... I mean, I guess attention span is pretty shit, but still, I don't need you to tell me a story of how you magically plunged from a plane with the bag that has everything you need to survive in an environment that was apparently already prepared beforehand. Yes. I would believe the sea turtles, though. Although I don't think anybody's gonna talk about those. This guy does exactly the same thing, but he's not naked. They don't just spawn on the island. I know they don't spawn on the island, but they don't... What is the story? Let's listen to the story. Maybe I'm overly critical. Let's see. Let's make it bigger. Yeah, let's make the image bigger.
Something happens, the boat capsizes, and we've got to swim. We've got to swim into shore. It's our only option. So we've just dragged ourselves over those bloody barnacle-infested rocks. We've made it here onto this cliff face, and from here on in, we've got to survive. We've got to try to find water. We've got to try to find food, and we've got to try to build a shelter somehow over the next couple of days.
Okay. Okay, the story isn't... Okay, he's just explaining what he's gonna do. See, I was overly critical. I get it. I was overly critical. Hello, Olga, welcome back to stream. How are you? We're watching survival videos. We watched a naked guy for 30 minutes. Naked. I keep calling him naked. He wasn't naked. He just didn't have his shirt on, which is acceptable for men. How's it going? How are you doing? Do you want to watch survival videos with us? I'm thinking, like, Look, the Arctic one, I'm not sure I would make it. But the island one, so far, I live off of cucumbers. I'm good. I'm living my best life with coconuts and cucumbers. I hate when I'm dropped in the ocean, pull myself over bloody barnacles, and then open up my sack of survival gear I take with me everywhere, and survive easily in totally legit ways. Yeah, I'm a survival Chad. I can't do the Chad face, can I? That's like... Wait. No. Yeah, I can't. I know somebody who can do it very well, but I cannot do it. Or at least I don't think I'm doing it right. I think I'm doing like more the Pringles face, like you do the duck face. No is the answer. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, no, this is none of the survival Chad. And he has is that his merch? I don't know. I don't think so. No, it is. Maybe. I don't want to assume, okay? If I'm not seeing the legit affiliate link with the merch, yes, whatever, I'm not gonna assume it's his merch. Maybe it is. So, Fluffy, add it to your commentary. He doesn't just pull his over bloody barnacles and then open his survival gear sack, which he has with him everywhere. He also brings his totally survival adequate gear made by him. He grabs the cotton, weaves it into a shirt and a cap and some sunglasses. Okay, I just noticed this guy has sunglasses. The other one didn't have sunglasses. Does he take them off? He has to take them off. There's no way. This is giving me vibes of a very famous vlogger, which I don't know how to pronounce the name of correctly, so I'm not going to. But if you've been on YouTube, you should know what I'm referring to. Okay, he does take his glasses off.
Just flogging this place full of smoke right now. It should be pissed. They should all be out of here by now. They shouldn't come back if I keep that fire going for the majority of the night. If it looks like I'm crying, it's because I am. This fire is pumping out.
For next stream, get the merch. Yes, and we go out and survive. And I bring my survival pack. I bring 2 people in the background who will cook for me. Because obviously, I mean, what am I supposed to eat? Cucumbers? Sea cucumbers? I'm supposed to catch my own goddamn fish? I can't throw a spear. These guys couldn't. I most definitely can't. Yeah, for some reason he doesn't wear them in the night. I mean, that's so weird. Why would you wear sunglasses during the night? I mean, look at this thumbnail. This guy's naked in the thumbnail as well. Wait, what is this one? Why are they all naked? Naked. I'm exaggerating, maybe, but still. This one's underwater. I mean, somebody had to take the picture for this guy. For this one, no. He can just put it on a rock or something. And the knife. Is that American-made knife? It has a falcon. An eagle. Country pride. I don't know. Auga? I can't type today. I know! It's apparently a theme. It's fine though. I can understand it. I don't type correctly either. If I want to type quickly, I just type send and the person can just interpret what I'm saying. If they don't get it, they don't get it. It's fine. I don't have a problem with it. Why should they have a problem with it? They can't read, it's their problem. We're running out of survival videos. I just opened 3. Do we search another one? Research another one. Oh, we watched the... No. Everybody, we watched the marlin. I said I'm gonna keep it for later. We're watching the goddamn marlin. Fishing? Fantastic. Marlin fishing? Even better. In Panama. Exotic location. I mean, these guys are at least sort of legit, right? It's just fishing. They have good gear. They have a shit ton of people on the same boat. And they pull a huge fish. What's not to like? This is like how you'd explain sports to somebody. You hit the ball. It's fun. Trust me. It's very fun. No, I don't want this. I want them. I want the thrill. The thrill of fishing. No. Yeah, look at that. We watched catfish. We watched sturgeons. Marlins top everything. I need subtitles.
Did you the transfer?
See, they have like 3 boats for 1 fish. At least they're not trying to like mask it.
Got it.
The guy couldn't get 1 fish with 1 smike. This is why he needed an army. And boats. And definitely not just 6 GoPros. He needed like 100 minimum. Maybe 12. Let's go with 12. Yeah, look at that. Like, this is just... It's huge. The line probably has more than a couple of 100 meters.
Big fish, man. Big fish.
Yeah, big fish.
Things that people don't realize. And
I would love to go fishing at sea. Salt,
that you need that much
water, fish. Fantastic combination.
For every time you turn a handle, you gain so much more line. Of course, but you also need the muscle.
Yeah, the line. The muscle. Yeah, look at this. I mean, the muscle is not there, but we can get somebody else to row in the fish. Or not row in, what is it called? Reel in. Reel in. Same type of what? They both start with ah.
Wow.
Fishing related. Sort of.
Backing down drag.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is just a dream.
I think he's close to 5.
I'm not sure that's the song.
Oh! When you have a fish on this big,
This is, I think, the 3rd time I'm watching this video.
then what you need.
Was it you who had us watching some weird ghost hunting rednecks at one point, or was that another streamer?
And you can go
I...
overboard.
Rednecks? I don't think so. I don't think that was me.
Make sure you use your
I would like to think that wasn't me.
so you can let go, and then you won't lose your balance.
The hook is in the left corner, so it's well hooked.
Beautiful.
Not wrapped up like the last
This-
one.
Yeah, it's well hooked. And because the fishing rod is like so big, it needs a stand for it. So he isn't actually keeping it with his hands and also reeling it in because he can't.
That's a big fish, man. Wow.
People are not that strong.
Bags in.
Yeah, but let him go.
Woo!
Suave, suave.
Yep, and I do think they tag them, right?
Gone.
Yes, exactly. So this is like good. They're not doing anything to the fish that's bad. They managed to study them. So that's added bonus.
Well done, Gabby.
Hey, man. Good job. Good.
But no, we didn't watch ghost hunting together. We did some ghost hunting at one point, but we didn't watch ghost hunting.
Tag, 2 black.
I watched ghost hunting alone.
I want to give you guys an
I don't need company for that.
understanding of those tags.
For survival I do though. Because obviously it's at least for these guys, it's not done alone.
Oceanic animals is never cheap. So this is the data,
No promotion. Trip promotion? No.
where they go, why
Exactly.
they go,
Explain the tag.
just how sustainable all of this activity is.
Marlon?
My throat is gonna hurt so bad after this goddamn stream.
He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. 3, 2, 1.
Just fine, just fine.
We're hooked up. We're hooked up.
Yeah.
Woo! Yes!
Let's go.
Whoa! Yes, baby. Go, go, go! Woo! Here, flip this on right here. Here.
See?
He's taking line. He's taking line. Guy saw the fish. It was
The fig is the fish is too big.
incredible.
Too strong actually, not too big.
All right, I'm just gonna grab his bill.
And I know there's a point where it jumps out of the water. Or is it?
Got it? So this is
Where does he jump?
bill noose, or as Guy calls it, a snooter.
Snooter?
Injuring yourself, and you can see the color in the tail.
I think we saw it jump actually.
I think he's 300. Oh, look, he's all lit up. He's all lit up. Oh, wow, look at that, guy.
Look at the fin.
Wow, look at the colors.
It's iridescent.
Look at that big sailfish.
Let me get a fin clip.
Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. What do we go to? Do we have some recommended here? One last survival video. Hot tent. What do you mean hot tent camping in a snowstorm? Am I missing something here? Is the tent hot? Schmoldering? I'm pretty sure it's just heated, to be fair. Why would you cook a wild goose? Frickin' maniac. That's like people that steal swans from parks and cook them. Why? Go buy a chicken. Is this... This is even more scripted than the other ones, but at least it sort of like tells you it's scripted, right? Because it's hiking. This is not surviving. Survival. In nature. Yeah. No. Why is that? No, why did it show a carcass? No, why is he eating the fish raw? We already saw this man. I want somebody that's not naked. Let's watch Viva la Dirt League. At least that's good. I mean, have you guys seen the new series with the survival game? Pretty good. Pretty good. Surviving. No. No, no. Boat lost at sea. Why did they all have to have the story of their boat lost at sea and they just go on the island magically and have everything they need? I mean, speaking of barnacles, did you guys know that barnacles can like grow on humans as well? It's really gross and it's like super painful. But they can do that. They can do that. Don't search it up. Don't do it. But like how they grow on whales, if you like cut your finger on a barnacle, it can technically have a pretty high chance of growing on you as well. It's gross. Barnacles are just gross. I don't care. They sometimes can be fine, like they are needed in some environments in water, but I don't care. Just eradicate them. Why nobody lives in Alaska? Surviving in the woods. We haven't seen one in the woods, have we? We've seen two on the island, one in the Arctic. I think the forest would be pretty okay. No. Camp food? Why does this guy look like a hobbit? Look at that backpack! And he has a dog! No. That's camping. I want surviving. 300 days alone. Oh, wait, this could be good. 4 years ago. Plenty of views. Right? This should be good. Is that French? French? I can't go back.
The archipelago of Tonga is lost in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The island of Tofua is about 250 kilometers away from the capital, and its last inhabitant left more or less 20 years ago. Tofua is a caldera.
This feels like the documentaries from like 10 years ago with dinosaurs. Nope. Right, forest. I want a forest one. I don't want dead carcasses. Can a carcass be alive? Excuse me? Weather. Okay, no. Where's the Kampa dude? Well, this guy. We already seen this guy, right? This guy is the one with the Canada. With no token. Almost no token. Yes, tiny thumbnail. Please work. Load already. Even the PC is like, hell no. I'm not playing any more of these. Reload. Reload! This better be good. He cooks a goddamn rabbit. The bunny. I mean, I know there's a clip from The Last of Us with the bunny that just gets shot and people's different reaction to it. I don't want to do that with, like, IRL. And I'm already... Am I... My throat is sore. I'm not sure if my voice is already cracking at some points. I don't think so. We're still good. We're still good. We're not stopping until I lose my voice. No. What is this? What is that? Oh no! I know that's a noose! It's like to catch the rabbit, right? It puts its head in and then... Ugh. No. No, I can't show a dead rabbit on stream. I'm sorry, but no. Okay, deforestation. Deforestation at its best. Yeah, cut the tree. Hit it. Minus 28 Celsius degrees. Okay, yes. When you go outside to survive, I mean, although this is not, I'm not, they're saying surviving, but they're not mentioning like how they survive. Because this guy just has a goddamn saw. Yes, when I'm stranded in the woods, I bring a saw with me. And a axe. An axe. And a NPC to help me build. Okay. Surviving with nothing. It keeps on recommending this guy. Fine. Knife and paracord. Why would you need a paracord for? Oh, music.
2 hours before sunset.
Why this feels like the apocalypse has started?
6 days I'll be dropped here to test out my survival skills.
Ireland.
Limited equipment and the weather is about...
Didn't you guys know Ireland is the most terrifying place to survive in? The leprechauns are gonna get you.
to change.
I mean, I just imagine people like running around with an Irish accent yelling at each other. It would be pretty terrifying, not gonna lie.
Tricks in the back here.
Wait, so what does he have?
We got secret needy tricks in the back here, but that's
subtitles. We have subtitles. Oh, we need subtitles, better said.
2 cameras, GoPro. Weather is good at the moment, but you know, this is Ireland.
Why are there 2 donkeys behind him?
Before you know it, the rain comes in, so we better hurry up.
Is he surviving on someone's farmland?
Yeah, one big swampland up ahead on that side.
Ireland has swamps? Wait a second. Have I missed something? Watch my new video, surviving in the harshest place in the world. Bristol. Knife, credit card, phone, portable diesel generator, my friend Geoff only. Yes, exactly. 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 This is what these feel like. It's crazy.
For an hour or so I already have been exploring around. Very swampy. The last bit of light we should use to try and make a fire.
He has a backpack. He has clothes. He has everything you could possibly need. Oh, that's not a backpack. That's a jacket. Okay. That's not a backpack. What is he doing? Making a shelter, maybe?
It's almost completely dark.
At least he doesn't have, like, fake light. What? Darkness! 6:53 p.m. Darkness. Darkness has taken over. Everything, everywhere I look, I can't see anything. Even my own reflection in the water is dark. My fingers are dark. My toes are dark. I can't see 1 foot in front of me. I don't know how feet are measured, but still. There's... What? I've been exploring for an hour and I can only find 2 villages and 1 town. This may be the hardest survival challenge ever. Exactly. Exactly. Like, I want somebody that's dropped in the middle of nowhere and just survives.
Yeah, and use my jacket as a little blankie. My firewood should be nice and dry behind there. Yeah, look.
Okay, wait, this is actually interesting. So you put the firewood behind the thing so it doesn't get wet? But I mean, wouldn't that keep it wet?
I'm gonna be here for a couple days, so you better make sure that in the beginning you have the best location. So that morning I took a little more time to properly look around for a better
What is this? Where did that come from?
Shelter location, and in fact I found something very covered that suited me better. It had a fallen log.
He doesn't sound like an Irishman.
Use as a natural terrain feature, and this saves you a lot of time.
Where'd he get the cap?
Terrain futures, rather.
Oh, I lashed that together in an hour last night in the dark. Yeah, exactly. This is like I just set brightness to 100 and I keep on building. Gamma to 0. No, gamma to 10. 0 would be like that how dark it was there. Darkness 6:53 p.m.
Active. I'll get really cold.
We want brightness 100.
My theory on it is that under these circumstances.
Oh wait, that's actually cool. This is the first one we've seen with that.
The bow drill can be in warmer climates. A bow drill can be very easy, but
he changed his hat again. How many hats does this man have? This is the actual better way to try to make a fire. Yes. Okay, at least that is good. That is approved.
And my theory on it is that under these circumstances, even if you have proper bow drill technique and you have decently dry material.
I'm sorry, but the sound, I can't take it. When he finishes it, I'll put the audio back. The thing, whatever. No. 30 minutes! That is a lot. I thought it'd take like 10 minutes, tops.
Finally.
At least this looks legit. Let's be fair, this looks pretty legit. Could this be the best one out of all of them? At least he has clothes on. It's stupidly hard to start a fire like that, yeah. It's why it was sus AF of the last guy doing it with his rubbishy method. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it makes sense it's hard to start a fire. Just like, from what I've seen, when you actually want to start and you're surviving, technically somewhere, they have like a tin box with like 2 rocks. And you get the sparks from them.
Yeah, now I'm here.
I guess one of them is flint. I'm not sure if the other one is flint as well, because I don't know how that works, but...
No dry stuff anymore. I don't have fire. I should start all over again. I'm soaking wet, so I'll be suffering big time over the night if I don't have my fire on today, folks. Big time screwed.
Yeah, big time screwed. Not tiny screwed, not small time screwed. Big time. Use flint and steel, yes, okay.
To use some of my emergency equipment.
So that at least is correct. Oh. Oh, he has a bottle. He said he only has a knife and a paracord. Where'd you get the bottle? Because I don't think you made the glass and made a bottle as well while you were getting the fire going, right? Big time screwed.
Things are stable at least. Man, it was rough. The rain today. In the morning, but
okay.
A lot of work to do, so rather not late.
I like the hat.
River is really high, what we expect. The quickest method to leach the acorns from their tenons is warm leaching. The acorns are boiled
Why does that jar look so goddamn dirty?
For a bit, after which the tenon containing brown turned water is drained and replaced with fresh boiling water. This is done a couple of times until the water stays clear and the acorns don't taste bitter anymore.
Okay. Maybe he shows he gets the jar from like the dirt.
Fresh warm pine needle tea.
How'd he get?
Life starts to be good.
Didn't take dish soap with him. Oh my god, I mean that is like rookie mistake 101. He has a river right next to him. He can just go and buy some dish soap from the 2 villages and 1 town he discovered.
A very good decision.
Oh, this is a cool shot.
Man, we flooded out there. has risen maybe half a meter. That's glass.
But that jar is dirty F.
Glass.
What the frick? I would not eat or drink from that.
It broke. Okay, let's save the acorns.
What broke? Your jar broke? You had one job. Look at that filthy jar! No, please don't tell me he eats from that.
Yeah, sorry, the other battery died.
There's diseases you can get.
But fire is...
Surviving doesn't just mean fire, water, and food. It means not dying from bacteria.
We got to get our firewood in time. But not much acorns here. No, no, no.
Go fishing. Apparently everybody likes to do that.
Tricky, tricky.
What are we doing now? Why did you just cut? I don't understand. Did we cross the river? Why did we cross the river? What is the line of thinking? What is like the reason? A deer.
It's deer. It's the rutting season. The rut is the mating season of deer and certain other mammals.
Okay, I don't want an explanation of that. Thank you very much. Deer are horny. Got it. What is that?
Yeah, that's great, but that's also not very efficient. It's very time intensive. So I still think glass, despite the fact that there's chance of breaking.
What the frick was that? Okay, they're putting like a rock that's like really hot. Please don't tell me they actually eat/drink that.
Yeah, that's great, but that's also not very efficient. It's very time intensive.
I mean, yeah, I guess boiling water is effective, but not that type of boiled water. I wouldn't drink that kind of boiled water. I'm sorry to say that. No.
But hey.
Metal? Where'd he get metal from? What is this? He just has a piece of metal?
Okay.
Please don't tell me he makes a fishing rod.
Now, the same pair
He does.
my bootleg catch a pike, and I thought there will be less, but now with horns.
And he wishes the materials to appear and they're like, poof! Metal. He mined for some iron.
Filming myself with this thing on. But hey,
do you have an affiliate link for it?
Settled in with not getting any food, so I feel fit and strong. And my belly also calmed down.
No.
Craving for a
Fine, okay. I thought he'd have like a link for the cap if he mentioned it. He mines off camera. I'm sure he will show his 2 stacks of diamonds soon. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. I should have just assumed that. I mean, everybody does it. Now he crosses back. I still don't get why we crossed this. What is that? Is that yours?
Let's taste.
What the frick?
Bitterness anymore.
Have to be leached from tannins to make them edible. What does leach from tannins mean? Is that what he did? Like boiling them in the filthy jar and then rinsing them maybe? Brown trout sea. Okay, that's a fish. Is he gonna go fish?
Many times here when I do such survival.
Nope, his army of 9-year-olds are mining for him. That is true. That is true. Viable point, Udon. How is your haircut? Does it look good? Usually I panic when I get a haircut. I think it looks horrible and then I'm like, it's fine, I guess.
You have reed fells really all along the banks and the shoreline of the lake. And over there, somewhere in the middle, is my...
Panic? Yeah, because it looks weird. Or at least I feel like I look weird. For the first part. right? Because it looks different. I'd rather be hairless than panic. Are you bald?
Full of watercress.
Don't answer that. Watercress. Must cook the... Huh? Wait. What is a watercress?
Full of watercress.
That is one diseased plant. I wouldn't boil that if I were you. Don't eat. Oh, where's he eating it? Ew!
Also some water mint.
Oh, it's mint! Why not just say it's mint? Those are bug bites. It doesn't matter. It's... Like... Are they... Like, you throw them away, right? Like, if you buy not vegetable, greens from, like, a supermarket, or, like, you go through to the farmer's market, and you buy greens, and they have that. You don't eat them. Right? Are we just a crazy family? Watercress and watermint are not the same. What? What is watercress? What is watercress? Watercress. Oh my god. Ah! Nasturel. What the frick? Mama! Kri. He just showed you. I know he showed me, but I want to know what it is. I'm pretty sure we don't have that here. And if we do, I had no clue we did. You know you're watching survival videos, right? Pick a side here. Pick a side of what? Of who I don't know. I don't know if I'd rather die than eat that, but I'm so confused as to what you're looking for then. What do you mean I'm looking to understand what they are? I know they're greens, but I'm trying to figure out if I know what they are or not. Why don't you order that and see what it is for yourself? Thank you. That is absolutely perfect decision. A perfect thinking. I don't think I can buy it. I don't think I can buy it. See, I can buy seeds, but I can't buy it. So I can't get it here. It's better than spinach. I'm surprised that it's not everywhere. Complaining he doesn't chuck it away when he gets it from the supermarket. Oh! Yeah, I mean, I was complaining about the other guy with the sea cucumbers that he just doesn't eat them. He's like, I don't like them. Oh, I want a water parrot. Time to start farming it. Yeah, basically. Get an automation farm going. Yes! Time to make another farm. I will. And I'll post pictures in the Discord, obviously. Yes, let me get my farm going.
Oh, strong.
Okay, fine. I'll take it. He can eat it. I'm happy. But he should have washed it. No, don't eat that. Actually eat it. Whatever. What is that? Must be cooked.
Look at this tree.
Ew.
Lime tree.
Lime tree?
Basswood. Leaves
Sweet salad-like. You can eat it?
They're very salad-like, very juicy.
Really?
No bitterness.
Why was I always told to not eat tree leaves, and then you're telling me I can eat them?
Salad and everything.
I've been lied to.
A salad ain't gonna save
The fungus among us. Yeah, basically. That is a good way of describing it.
I do gonna harvest some stinging nettles.
What is stinging nettles? Okay, this one is the most interesting out of all of them that we've seen. And he seems fairly legit. I mean, he's obviously not, but none of them are.
Oh, I got stung there too quickly. Take them at the base and don't touch the rest of your hand or of the
What do you do with these? Do you eat them? Do you cook them? So many
At least you are good for
greens you can eat.
my dear head.
You can eat everything, but some things aren't healthy. Thank you, Suko, for the explanation. It has changed my view on life for forever. Since today. I want to see him catch trout.
I hope the fire didn't go out.
It most definitely did. It didn't?
Got cool. Yes. Yeah, no problem.
Deal.
No problem. Okay, we need to get firewood.
Yeah, go get firewood. Okay, I don't care about...
Yeah, lens is dry.
Is he using the same goddamn
with water.
Disturbing jar?
Slowly boil it. Maybe it might take an hour, but at least I hope the glass doesn't shred again. My body has adapted, it seems, to be...
What is that? That looks like something's growing in there. I'm pretty sure it's just acorns, but if you find yourself in a crash and stranded in an island, try just walking in one direction till you find a road or something. It's a civilized country. Or stay by the crash and wait for them to find you, maybe. I know, right? But I mean, it's 6 days survival in extreme weather. Complete film. Wink. What are people saying? Needing to use emergency supplies. I mean, he already used the jars he had with him. An ember. Even after 3 days of being rained on and sleeping on grass and having things go wrong, he maintains a positive attitude. Of course he maintains a goddamn positive attitude. It's a it's a 54-minute film. That's a GeoGuessr strat.
Without food. I felt good. It's breaking off the fat.
That is true. Oh my god, GeoGuessr is so nice. I just need to get an account for it, because I don't have a subscription for it. So I usually play it with people that do. Yes, leeching off of friends. Always good. I mean, I know you can play like 1 or 2 matches of it. Can you? I think you need an account. I think I have an account. But GeoGuessr is nice. And pro GeoGuessrs are just cracked people. Yeah, I've had a look all over Ireland, and I don't think there's literally a place on the entire island that you wouldn't find a road if you walked an hour. 2 at tops depending on terrain. I mean, this guy started his intro with donkeys. He had 2 lovely donkeys behind him. So he was obviously like next to somebody's farm or something. Right? Probably he's living in somebody's backyard. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but yeah.
Birds I found. Keep going. Things go.
Where did he get a canister? What the frick?
This birds I found here, it is quite fresh still, but it should be fine.
What is that? Why does he have a random canister?
No.
What?
Ah, there's a crack in it.
Oh.
And I didn't see that earlier on. Dang it.
Did he just find a goddamn canister on the ground and was like, yeah! I mean, what is it? What is the saying? A man's trash is another one's treasure?
Working.
There's a hole, exactly. There is a hole there.
Textured caps.
Very good, very good.
And even the fine.
Could have been a bucket? Yeah, probably. Would have been better.
So I had to.
Oh, he could have used it as a bucket. Wait a second. He has a knife. Like, just cut it.
Water, and then put the acorns in another cup.
Okay, shut up with the acorns. You've eaten only acorns.
There he is.
And that's not my mic.
Grotto,
it's probably great advice if you're a crazy lunatic who never talked to the girl on the bus while living behind her house and wants to dream about farting dead dudes. Am I seeing a bit of a mention subtle mention of the, what is it called? Swedish Man. What was the name of the movie? I don't know. Just get Swedish people. Swiss Army Man. Thank you. That's better. I can't even remember the name of the movie. Pretty similar. Swedish, Swiss. Don't tell any of those two. What is it called? People? Groups of people based on state?
And then you have that wall there.
Uh-huh. It's remarkable. Time flies so fast.
This is his friend.
You, man.
They're just chilling. Well, they have a boat. And a dog. I like the dog.
In this forest for 6 days.
Okay, no. Well, no. I mean, the verdict for today is that you probably just die. Like, if you were in an actual survival situation, you probably just die. Or tied together 2 sea turtles. Something crazy like that. I mean, these people, how they survive at least, is like, I have everything I need to survive, and I just gotta survive. Which is, I guess, a fair point. It can sometimes work, but I mean, how often are you gonna be put in a survival situation, though, to begin with? I don't know. My impression to begin with was, damn, this is so cool. Now it's like, huh. For real? Like, it's like, for real? No. But yeah, my verdict is I would most definitely survive. That is what I think. I have 100% chances of surviving. And you have to agree with me. Or else. But, yeah. I mean, honestly, the most okayish one, or the most educational one, was this one. The most entertaining one was definitely the half-naked dude. But, speak too highly of yourself. You don't think I would? You don't think I would? You don't think I would? Yeah. Vote. Bet you think your fart smells like flowers. Excuse me! That is very rude, Udon. That is very rude. I would be a great survivor, okay? I would be fantastic at it. Yeah, said that he didn't crash planes in the video and survive after being injured and having nothing. I mean, that would have been better, probably. That would have been better, probably. I'm glad I missed the half-naked dude. Is that it for half-naked dudes? Yes, that is it for half-naked dudes, Gray. I'm glad you missed it. I'm glad you missed it. It's only rude if you actually do think that. I mean, do I? Do I? We shall never know. We shall never know. My ego has no margins. I vote on not watching Alive on film night. What is Alive? What is Alive? A naked guy surviving? I search leave. Alive! Oh frick no, I'm not watching that. Is it CGI made? No. It's actually a good film. It looks weird if it's #alive one. It looks very weird. Why is nobody voting yes? No, people. Come on, at least vote maybe. At least one maybe, okay? Not just everything absolutely no. Obviously no. Why would you do that? That is so rude. They ate their friends' bottoms. How is that good? How is that good? That's not a sentence I thought I'd be typing. Yeah, that's not a sentence I thought I'd be reading. We know the crabs kill you if nothing else does. No, I'd eat the sea cucumbers! We already decided that! You have absolutely no trust in me. It's sad, guys, it's sad. We've seen, like, at least I think I would have a chance on the island. The Arctic? Maybe no. The woods? Maybe. Long dark experience. Can I put that on my survival resume? I base everything off of that way too much. Eating ass can be considered cannibalism. Yeah, I know. Should I allow that phrase? I'm very scared of finding it in other contexts, but for now it shall be allowed. If stuff goes crazy, it's not being allowed anymore. That was too high pitched. Yeah, okay, so everybody's of the opinion that I could obviously not survive anything. At least I'm gonna survive the apocalypse, maybe. Would I? I don't know. I've always debated this with, like, I mean, I don't think I've asked Olga about this, but most people I do ask if they think, like, could we survive in an apocalypse? I mean, mostly the answer is no, but you never know. It was cannibalism, they were given a hard time about it. Alive is a true story. So it isn't hashtag alive, it's the other one. Oh god. No, we're not watching a cannibalism movie. Nope. That's my limit. That's my limit on things. I can't survive the apocalypse. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I wouldn't either. I think I'd get overly confident. Like, I think I would actually have a plan in the beginning. Or, like, think of something, right, to maybe survive. Then I get overly confident, probably run around, make some noise, trigger something. Although it depends. What kind of apocalypse? If it's, like, nuclear apocalypse, maybe. I would like to think I have good genes. Good genes as if I'm not gonna get mutations. But I don't know. If it's like zombie apocalypse, yeah, I don't think I'd survive for long. Maybe I'd survive like a year, if I'm lucky. But I live in a city. So that's basically dead from the beginning. Like, you don't even get to go out. You're just dead. 1993. This is not about cannibalism. It doesn't matter. I don't want to see cannibalism anything. I don't like it. It freaks me out. And the fact that it like, ethical cannibalism exists. It's mind-blowing. I mean, I guess it's better than eating somebody without their consent. Or parts from somebody, but like, what the frick? No. We ain't normalizing this. You would survive until apocalypse ends when you're a zombie. Okay, I like that. I like that. That is good. That is good. Okay, obviously no wins. Fantastic. Why are you guys so mean? So mean. Maybe realistic though. Being mean is usually associated with being realistic, but not today. Not today. Yes, I'd be zombie. I don't think I'd be lucky enough to be patient 0. To be fair. That would be cool. Like, if I were to choose between just plain old dying in the apocalypse or being patient 0, I'd choose patient 0. The truth hurts. Yes, exactly, Udon. The truth does hurt. The truth does hurt. My throat hurts today. I'm gonna have to take like a, what is it called? A throat pill. Eat some sugar, get a pill. Butter mom off the stream. Life goes on. Life goes on and 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 on. How am I gonna sleep? Oh my god. Yeah. Well, apocalypse there. I keep on fiddling with these post-its. I just have a bunch of them here. And they're different colors. At least. I hope you can't read what's written on them. But yeah. It's nothing actually important. But that is that for today's survival thing, I guess, which I obviously lost. You could make A bivouac out of the post-it notes. What the frick is a bivouac? A bivouac? What the... A temporary camp without tents or cover used especially by soldiers or mountaineers. Yes, I could most definitely do this. I could improvise it. I don't even need instructions. I just like, a bivouac? Yes, of course. A bivy. Yes, a bivy. Exactly. Exactly. We're already what is it called? Cutifying it. Can you cutify a word? How do you like nickname it? I was about to say rickroll it. You can't really rickroll a word. A word. You could try. Bivy is a known term for it. Yes, it is most definitely very well known. I can assure you I have never heard of it before. It is not well known to me. It is not well known to me. So yes, not nice. Not nice. Mm-mm. I want well-known terms. Only. It looks as if I'm just moving my hair around. What the frick? Well, known to those that know. You just call me dumb in a fancy way. I'm not gonna let that slide, Gray. You get timed out. Indefinitely. Well, I mean, I'm prolonging this. I'm prolonging this. I actually didn't mean that. Really? Aw. Fine, then you're forgiven. For now, you're forgiven. Just wow. The side-eye treatment? Google Bivy. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying it's nobody has heard of it. Yeah, I see, but it's not who on earth calls it that? It's just like a tent. It's a fancy goddamn tent. Call it a tent. When you got roast, anything after, just feel like kindling. No, you didn't roast me. Nope. Nope, that is not a roast. That is not a roast. That's a very nice roast. If it is a roast. Don't you dare truly roast me, because I'm not gonna take it lightly. Or lightheartedly. Well, I do like to say well a lot. Especially towards the end of the stream. It's my coping mechanism with ending. With saying goodbye. But, well, today is reaching an end. Okay, we'll keep you toasty next time. Yes, I appreciate that, Udon. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. Thank you, Suko. You as well. But yeah, with that, I shall wish you all a great weekend. I will see you on movie night, okay? Mandatory movie night. On the Discord on Sunday. And yeah. We're watching pretty good comedy movie, I'd say. Don't forget your fishnets and heels. Yes, I shall not. And bring the toast, everybody. Bring the toast. So yeah. I'll see you on Sunday if you hop in for movie night. And if not, I'll see you on Monday with another stream. Who knows what we'll be doing then? I shall call this stream today at least a success. Because surviving was with a very big question mark. So yeah, that is all for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I'll see you next time. Bye everybody. Please do stay alive. So yeah. Bye.